Patrick Queen is going to Pittsburgh. It didn't bother me as much with all the comments with PQ. I don't know about you guys with him saying I'm the villain, then he's telling fans to touch grass. Hey, dude, I don't give a shit either way. I'm glad he got his money, but clearly that started to be a talking point, Kevin, on social media the last few days.
Yeah, that's been the big one. So obviously Queen signs with Pittsburgh, 3 years, $41 million, and in his introductory press conference had quite a lot to say about the Ravens and was said, you know, he was asked about staying in the AFC North facing off against the Ravens. He said, it's going to be weird, but I want to be that villain. I want to be that guy. I'm looking to do some stuff to them. And everyone's like, well, what stuff? What do you mean? And it's the mentality. Patrick Queen's always been somebody, like, he has a chip on his shoulder. We know that from his time in Baltimore. But it was essentially him talking about maybe just being that guy and stepping out of what a lot of people view as Roquan Smith's shadow and leading his own defense. And he ended up actually clarifying after the fact. Well, first of all, in the press conference, he said if he had any blowback from former Ravens teammates, that for the most part, it's really just the fans, but you wouldn't expect anything less. And that didn't mean like, oh, Ravens fans are so terrible. It was just like, well, I understand because I went from one team. So that one got a little bit of flack, but I just wanted to clarify what that meant. But then he said about Pittsburgh, it's where I want to be. It's where I'm happy at right now. It's where I'm wanted. So everybody's talking about Patrick Queen, calling him this name and that name and this name and that name. So he gets on Twitter, I think it was Saturday night, if I'm not mistaken, and put out this whole thing and said, honestly, bro, can y'all just STFU now? It's not even that deep for us players until game week, and y'all can't understand the fact it wasn't up to me. I gave y'all everything I had. Now when it's time for me to do what I need, y'all hurt about everything I say. Go touch some grass and fill the void in your life. To one still showing love, even with the switch, this not to y'all. So everybody's like, what do you mean it wasn't up to you? What do you mean it wasn't up to you? So that can mean a couple different things, in my opinion. One, it can mean that the Ravens just didn't offer him the most money, and he told his agent, look, I want to go to a place where there's a role for me and where I'm getting off, because he was looking for his first contract. I don't even think the
Ravens offered.
That was the other thing. The second one was, well, maybe the Ravens didn't even offer him a contract. And Geno Stone said something similar. That's probably where I go with that. So now everybody's, making him a meme saying, go touch some grass, go touch some grass. But I think he is single-handedly kind of rekindling this Ravens-Steelers rivalry a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hey, Kevin, what does STFU mean, though?
I don't know what that means.
You don't?
I love it. I love this whole. Well, do you know what it means? No. Damn, I didn't think you did.
You didn't, Kevin? You sure?
Whoa! Did someone say something?
We need to ban Kevin. Kevin, go do some more squats in the back.
All right, I will.
Where's Rocco with the block button when you need him?
Yeah, honestly.
There is a cursing button on that sound panel, by the way.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Oh, no. that is definitely not.
I'll do shut the. No,
he doesn't.
Shut the. That one kind of works.
That's the closest. That is the closest thing we got until we figured that out. That was a disaster. Holy shirts and pants.
There's a whole other library, but
yeah. Well, we know what? When you get up here, Brad, we'll have to talk about it a little bit more. But yeah, PQ. Look, I told people this before. I'm happy for him. He got his bag. He has every right to say what he wants. But guess what? There's going to be fans out there to go, you know what? You're the enemy now. I'm going to be gunning for you. And clearly they're not holding anything back, and neither is PQ. It should be a very, very fun football season when the time comes. Still got a long way to go. What do you got, Brad?
That's kind of my point. It's like either PQ was serious about that latest tweet about telling people to go touch grass, or he's just fueling fire. Maybe it's a little bit of both.
He also tweeted out something today. I don't know if anybody here saw it, but he tweeted out like pictures of him in Pittsburgh. And the last one was like a GIF saying like, I can't wait or something like that. I think he is starting to just like kind of fuel that fire a little bit, Brad. I wouldn't be shocked.
Maybe I like, but like, I don't know. The tweet about going to touch grass just made him look soft, whatever the intention was, because like I try to think about mentalities when it comes to like Shaq. Shaq went from, or even LeBron. Like Shaq went from the Magic to the Lakers and didn't say anything. Just let his game speak for itself, right? And so like, if PQ just said, "Hey, I'm looking forward to it," like I want to reignite the rivalry, and then stop it right there, and then like I feel like it would be way better than just like basically trying to clap back at fans, because what are you expecting them to do? You want the rivalry? Well, here it is. They're coming after you. They're going to talk a bunch of shit. Like what else did you expect to have happen?
Yeah, that's the way it is. That's the whole other element. You have the business side, which a lot of people understand. Then you have the fan side, where it's, I don't really give a shit about the business. I'm just going to tell you how I feel.
By the way, I still want to go fishing with that guy.
Oh, absolutely. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I forgot what I was about to say. When did touch grass become a thing?
A couple years ago.
And what the hell does it actually fully mean?
It's like you're on your computer all day, go outside and do something.
Yeah, go touch some grass.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I will say though, I think one without the other was, meaning the villain comment and the tweet. If he just did one of them, I have no issue with it. But he kind of contradicted himself in a 12-hour period. And I think that's where people, and that, once again, like we said, I don't care. Go get your money. Like he was, this was life-changing contract for him. Like that's awesome. I think I love this. Everything about this. I think this has reignited a little bit. It lit a fire under the Ravens-Steelers rivalry, because I can tell you this right now. The first time, it does not matter who wins the one-on-one, that Derrick Henry and Patrick Queen meet in that hole. It doesn't matter if Patrick Queen lays him out or Derrick Henry runs him over. It is going to get the internet, especially those two fan bases, going.
Can you imagine if it's just in slow-mo, almost like cinematic?
Oh, that's
in the sense where it's a parting of the Red Sea at the line, and all of a sudden you get the theatrics. Like we'll get music thrown into it, and it's just Derek and Patrick one-on-one. And if everyone could stop, that'd be even the best part. But what if that actually happens? It very well might happen. Meet me in the middle, meet me at the line of scrimmage, essentially. So should be fun. We have a lot more. We'll discuss more and more football. Just
one more quick thing on that. If Patrick Queen thought that he was under a microscope before with Ravens fans in terms of how he performed, I think it just got 10 times bigger for him, because now everybody's going to be looking at every single move, especially in those games. And it's going to be juicy. I'm excited for it. So,
juicy, Kev.
Juicy.
Tell us how you really feel.
If he backs it up, right? Like he's gonna have to show that he can ball out.
Yeah, walk the talk and walk.